Bem-vindo à Fast Talk da JTV. A Kaizen Gaming é uma das empresas com um crescimento mais rápido a nível global no setor GamerTech, mais concretamente no mundo das apostas e casino online. Com mais de 1.200 colaboradores em 7 cidades na Europa e América do Sul, a Kaizen Gaming foi distinguida em 2021 como um dos melhores locais para se trabalhar, de acordo com o ranking Great Place to Work. A Tecnológica tem um Tech Hub em Lisboa e está a contratar. Para nos ajudar a perceber a estratégia da empresa, temos connosco Vasil Gjinoshi, Technology Manager do Tech Hub em Lisboa. Welcome, Vasil.
Thank you, João.
So I want to ask you first, let me do some context. At the end of last year, Kaizen Gaming established a tech hub in Portugal. What are the advantages of having technological development and innovation in Lisbon?
Thank you once again for the invitation. Actually, the iGaming sector, our sector that we operate, it goes hand in hand with technology. So, being a GameTech company, we really aim to expand our teams in order to offer the best products to our customers. So, aiming and having a goal to bring more teams to our organization, it was a great opportunity and a great candidate country for us to expand in Portugal, since we already operate our Betano brand here, and of course, on the other side, the educational level is very good in terms of the engineering field, and there's a lot of potential.
Kaizen Gaming is one of the 10 best places to work in Europe, according to the ranking Great Place to Work. How important is this type of recognition to attract the best talent out there?
Perfect. So Kaizen Gaming started over back in 2012 with a group of 20 people, let's say, that they were sharing a common goal and the same passion. Now, moving fast forward, 10 years later, we are more than 1,200 people already, and we do share the same values. So this really makes us proud to be named one of the best workplaces in Europe, since it gives the mentality and our culture, which still exists from 2012 to 2022, and it's a big actually differentiation in terms of the rest of the companies, since we are a young company and diverse, let's say, group of employees.
But did you felt the influence of this, I would say, award, or do you felt the difference when recruiting?
Surely we do, because João, this is a healthy factor actually for a working environment. So a lot of talents, they really see this as a key factor for their next step. This shows also the modus operandi, the way of working within a company. So for sure, it gives us a boost. But allow me to mention that, of course, we got this award, but this doesn't stop us from improving even more and day by day. As Kaizen stands, it means actually continuous improvement. So we really want to keep the bar high.
Precisely what you said last. Does this bring a bit of extra pressure to keep the standards where they are right now?
Of course, it's, as I mentioned, it's something that, it doesn't make us feel relaxed now that we got this award. It makes us work even harder in order to keep up the great work that we are already doing.
Perfect. So what work practices are most appreciated in a work context that favors remote work? And do you see this becoming a normality in the near future?
Since the pandemic hit a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, actually, we saw that the remote working will be actually the next things and will be the future in online companies. Allow me to mention that already before that, prior to the pandemic, we were promoting already as Kaizen remote working in our tech teams. So there were a few days within every month that our teams could work from their home or remote areas. So this gave actually to us the flexibility, if I may say, to really make this switch very quickly, and it helped us continue to scale towards and towards our organization goals that we had for rapid expansion. So I think, yes, remote work is something that will be in the future.
What feedback have you received from employees? I'm sorry, on this topic, and do you have people that still want to be on the office space?
So we do. It seems that the working environment nowadays, it's something that it really shows us that the remote working, because there were companies, traditional companies that have been afraid to try something like that. So once the pandemic hit, we really saw that the remote working it really brings results, and we are happy for that. And it's something that we'll continue to use. And regarding the employees, actually, that they want to return, because there are also a few people that would like to return to an office environment. We have introduced a hybrid model, meaning we are giving the flexibility and the option for a few days within a week for all our teams to come to the office and work all together. And the rest, of course, be remotely.
Okay, and how hard it is to balance these two types of working? Three, actually, because you have remote working, hybrid, and full-time in the office. How hard it is to balance these and still keep the standards that put Kaizen Gaming in the 10 best places to work in Europe?
Great. This is actually through various things. If I may say, regarding our tech hub, we've separated we've broken down our teams into small agile teams, as we call them, meaning that there are small groups of 6 to 8 people that they take the full ownership of specific product areas. So those teams essentially have learned to work together within being in the same office and being on different remote areas. So this is something that gives us this flexibility as Kaizen.
Nice. So Kaizen Gaming operates in Portugal with the online betting brand Betano that sponsors, for example, Sporting and Braga, two of the biggest clubs in Portugal, along with Benfica and Porto, of course. Right. Are more investments planned for Portugal, even outside Betano environment, I would say?
If I may say, in terms of human resources, Portugal, our Portuguese office is the second hub across all our offices that we have in Europe and Latin America. So we've already performed a big investment, and believe me, we'll continue doing so. And as you mentioned, we are a well-established company here under our Betano brand. And a few days ago, actually, we had the opportunity to celebrate our 3rd anniversary in Portugal. So we're going to continue the investment. There's not something that I can reveal right now, but we're going to continue the investment also in terms of our tech hub, because it's important in order to meet our business goals.
I want to do just this last question about, it relates with Betano, which is the online betting market. What is the weight of this market in Portugal, and how does this influence your strategy and Betano's strategy on operating in Portugal? Do you see this? Do you have still margin to grow up, or what are your thoughts about this?
Sure. Thank you for that. We are a well-established brand already in Portugal, and we aim for even better, because, as I mentioned, we want to become better and better day by day. So, of course, we would like to establish even more our footprint in Portugal. But apart from that, we want to expand also in new markets. As you mentioned earlier, we are already present in quite a few, and our strategy is to continue growing more and more in Europe and, of course, Latin America.
Okay. Thank you a lot for talking with us, Vasil. We wish you all the best for you and, of course, for the company.
Thank you too, João. Thank you very much.
Acompanhe este e outros temas na JETV em jornaleconómico.pt. Até à próxima.